Some stories stay with me forever. Stories that remind me just how resilient we all are. Even when life feels like it's unraveling from every direction. Today, I want to share a story about a woman named Mary. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, lost, or disconnected from yourself, her story may touch a part of you too. When Mary came to me, she was at a breaking point. She'd been unemployed for nearly a year, doing everything she could to hold her life together while facing extreme financial hardship. On top of that, she'd spent 18 months separated from her 15-year-old daughter, and her 17-year-old son was struggling deeply, emotionally and academically. As her long, painful divorce collided with the pressures of COVID during some of the most vulnerable parts and years of her life. Mary was carrying the kind of pain most people will never see because she'd learned to hold everything alone. She'd endured trauma in childhood. She'd endured trauma in adulthood. She'd become a master at compartmentalizing, tucking away the unbearable parts just to keep functioning. When we push everything down for years, the body remembers, the heart remembers, the energy system remembers. By the time Mary reached out, she knew she couldn't keep going with the weight she was carrying. She wanted to heal. She wanted to reconnect with her kids. She wanted to feel stable, grounded, and whole again. She just didn't know how. And that's when she found me. She began a 5-session bioenergy healing series. And during those sessions, something beautiful happened. She felt sensations, a light tingling, a swirl, a subtle movement inside the body that many clients describe when their energy begins to shift and release. Her system started to soften. The anxiety she'd been holding for years eased. The long, buried emotional weight began to lift. Session by session, her nervous system remembered safety. Her body remembered balance. Her energy remembered how to breathe again. By the end of her 5 sessions, she felt lighter, more stable, more connected to herself, more able to process her past with her therapist because the emotional charge had been cleared from her body. Her words were powerful. I don't think this would have been possible without Molly's bioenergy healing services. But here's the truth that struck me the most. Mary's story isn't rare. It's actually what I see often, especially among women who've learned how to hold everything for everyone else until there's nothing left for themselves. We grow strong by surviving. We learn to adapt. We learn to cope. We learn to keep everything going when our hearts are exhausted. But survival is not the same as healing. Healing requires spaciousness, support, safety, a regulated nervous system. And someone who can hold your energy so you don't have to hold everything alone. That's what bioenergy healing does. It clears what blocks your natural ability to heal. It releases the old emotional debris that weighs down the system. It restores balance. physically, emotionally, spiritually, and it reconnects you with the part of yourself that remembers who you were before life became so heavy. When clients like Mary allow me into these tender, vulnerable layers, I never take it for granted. It's sacred work. It requires trust. It requires courage. It reminds me every day why I do what I do. So if you're listening to this and you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, disconnected, or simply tired of carrying everything alone, I want you to know that healing is possible for you too. You don't have to stay in survival mode. You don't have to keep holding it all. You don't have to do it by yourself anymore. When you're ready, I'm here. It would be my honor to support you. Take a breath. Your healing matters, and you deserve to feel whole again.